let's get into this. Hillary Clinton, of course, announced her candidacy via YouTube. I guess it was yesterday. And I tuned in with my wife, my sister, and my daughter, and all of whom are very excited at the prospect of a woman becoming president of the United States. Now, let me be clear here. I don't think that you can lightly disregard this. I mean, I think let me rephrase that. I don't know that people are doing that. But there's some sense out there that, look, just because she's a woman does not mean that you should vote for her. And that I actually think that there is a lot of people out there who are going to vote for her. Not just because she's a woman, but because she's a woman and is marginally no different from most other Democratic presidential candidates, right? I mean, look, there was not a huge difference policy-wise between Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama in the 2008 primary. I mean, I don't know if there was any. Hillary Clinton was for the mandate in her plan for the Affordable Care Act. President Obama was against it. And in retrospect, there seems to have been even less. I mean, I would say, to be honest with you, I think when I look at Clinton going forward, now, of course, yes, the big difference, I think, in that election was we're not going to vote for somebody who voted for the Iraq War, even though she had sort of backed off that. I would say foreign policy still remains the biggest difference between Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama. I think she's going to be far more aggressive in that, in her foreign policy. And that's the interesting thing about the critique that comes from a Lincoln Chafee, which we're going to play in a second. But the bottom line is, with all that said, that she has a clearly sufficient expertise in being president, clearly sufficient experience. It seems to me not unreasonable for people to say, like, I think that it's hugely important for this country to have a female president, and they vote for her. I am not quite there, but I do think it's a reasonable perspective to have. I mean, and I see it, and I think, frankly, it's the responses from my wife and my sister and my daughter that I think make me more conscious of that. And again, still playing devil's advocate here on some level. If the fact is that because we have essentially excluded 50% more or less of our population for the past 200 some odd years from leadership positions, if the fact that we have perpetrated that, and that is our history, we have to have a less than optimal president to change that, even from my perspective, then that's what we get. I mean, that's just one of the prices you pay. Treating women as second-class citizens for such an extended period of time.